You yell, you scream, you fight, you live in a trash dump. I mean, come on. What do you really want out of today?
What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to Grimm. Today we're going to be meeting with a family that just cannot stop fighting, and they're on Dr. Phil's show to get some help with that. It's basically an older mother and her two daughters, one of which is the older one that lives with her, and they are the most toxic duo ever. Dr. Phil is not going to be able to even get a word in this show. Like, I literally have not seen him talk less in an episode before this one. So without further ado, let's just get into it. Make sure if you guys aren't subscribed already to subscribe, because I'm so close to 500K, which is a mind-blowing goal. So hopefully we get that soon. But anyways, without further ado, let's get into it.
I understand that getting here, there was a lot of drama on the road trip. They say you were a problem the whole way. Did you not want to come?
So first things first, this mother here, Desiree, made it an absolute challenge to get them to the show. Now, I don't think Dr. Phil is actually flying out his guests due to the time that we're going through right now. Not really the safest option. So instead, people have to drive. And it looks like, according to this 4-day little schedule thing they had here, she was late almost 2 hours every single day, was angry about just about everything. There's like the little music they were playing. She just was unpleasant to drive with. And I'm hoping that they didn't have to drive that far. But I mean, it took 4 days, so I'm guessing it was kind of cross country. But you're about to see soon that the mom is definitely not one of those moms that's, you know, above all this and just trying to get help for her kids. No, she feeds into this just as much, if not more, than her children, because they're all operating at a mental level of like teenagers, and they just bicker back and forth nonstop.
She didn't want to come.
She didn't want to come?
No, she's been saying she didn't want to come. So she hasn't made it easy on anybody, but being honest, you didn't want to come.
I never said I didn't want to come.
Okay.
And she claims she never said she didn't want to come. Like, she always has been down to be on the show. It's just not her fault that she was 2 hours late almost every day that they had to leave from their new stop that they were waiting at. And it's not her fault that she was just super rude and causing fights the entire time. Now, I know this daughter that we're about to meet, the older one, she does not make things easy either. They both live with each other, and they really know how to get on each other's nerves, to the point where the daughter has actually snapped before and full-on went into a choke slam on her own mother, which is insane. I don't know how you can still have a relationship after that, but yeah, it's pretty bad. But let's see if that claim that she has never, quote, said anything about not wanting to come is true.
I want to go. I'm not going there. You guys get a hold of them. You can tell them to give me the ride back. I am done. That's family and me. You guys, this is the last you'll see of me.
Okay, Dr. Phil, I guess you kind of did have literal video evidence of me saying the contrary, so, you know, it was just one of those things that slipped my mind. I guess I forgot that I was really not wanting to come for the past 4 days. But now that I'm here, I'm really glad I'm on the show. Like, why are you lying already, dude? There's so much that you still have yet to lie about that is much more important to lie about. But let's not get into semantics about how you got here. Just say that you weren't feeling the show and that you were really angry with your daughters, and then we can move on.
2 hours late again, refused to get in Erica's car, switched to Adrian's.
No, that's not true. None of that is true.
And even though she already has been caught into a lie, what, like 1 minute into this segment, she's not lying about the rest of this, okay? The rest of this is just not true. She was not just a total mess on the road, causing issues with her daughters, having to get the producers to get her a new hotel room and like a specific blanket that she needed to travel with. None of that is true, okay, Dr. Phil? Just take her word for it. I know she's already lying, but just take her word for it.
Erica complained about the room, wanted to be separate.
I was told I was getting, actually,
excuse me, to change the rooms.
So already they're just so messy. This woman's raising her voice at her daughter like, excuse me, my turn to talk. Don't speak. This is my show now, okay? And you'll just see the way that they operate, the way that they even interact with each other is so juvenile. They are throwing each other under the bus, just being absolutely toxic. It sounds like when I have just a terrible team in CSGO and I'm raging. Like, you know, that terrible side of your personality comes out, and this is just them 24/7. They're always locked into that side of their personalities.
Absolutely. In fact, Dr.
And then
Phil,
I had to calm my mom down as normal and let her ride with
No,
me.
my daughter said they're getting you a ticket home. You aren't staying. That's why I said I was leaving.
The problem that I'm
No
having...
one-
And Dr. Phil is really contemplating finally reaching that retirement age. I'm saying that he should be retired by now on a yacht somewhere, enjoying his life. But at the same time, dude, I need the content, so keep making the show, please. Don't let them make you quit. But I really would be contemplating that if I was him. This is just one of those pairs that you don't even want to be in the same room with. He's like, dude, I actually have to give these people advice. I can't just tell them to go away. Why did I invite them on my show? Yo, real quick before we move on, guys, do me a big favor. My analytics show that only 39% of you watching are actually subscribed. I don't know what's up with that, but if you guys are already watching the videos every day, you might as well join the Grimm Squad officially, so hit that subscribe button.
I think we should follow hotel rules, and I'm not gonna get into it, but she was being defiant against me, so I said I'm gonna tell, which was childish. I don't pretend I have a good relationship.
And when it comes to this younger daughter here that's talking, she claims that the mom was like breaking hotel rules and just being, you know, a nuisance like we've seen so far. And I totally get that. I definitely think that was the case. But at the same time, there's two sides to this coin. This daughter has escaped and like moved out. She's not as bad as her older sister, who is still living with this mom in constant chaos in their torn up house. Literally, I'm gonna show you clips right now, but I don't even want to look at this while I edit. Like, I'm dreading this because this is disgusting to look at. But they're living in this absolute filth and squalor and just fighting 24/7. And the daughter has escaped that, but she also is still getting involved. And that is no better really than how her sister's doing. You need to just not be involved at all. This is a toxic ecosystem, and these two just feed off of each other's negative energy. It's pretty clear that they're fighting just to fight at this point, because I mean, they're on Dr. Phil's show right now, which is where you're gonna get help for this stuff, and they can't even get on the same page for a single second. They're talking over each other and undermining each other at the same time, and just like I said, throwing each other under the bus. So while I think the younger daughter might be the most mature out of the situation, it's still like a 4 out of 10 on the maturity scale, all right? Don't get it twisted.
Guys, come on. There's no excuse for living like this.
I had the pots and pans that have food in them. They are all my pots.
So Dr. Phil just showed the audience as well a montage of their disgusting house. They literally have maggots in the dishes that haven't been washed for I don't know how many months. They claim they deep cleaned the house last year, and since then it's gotten out of hand, which I know is just so frustrating. Dr. Phil's gonna make the same joke later on, but when you're doing your yearly house clean, it's just so taxing. You gotta wait another 365 days to even lift a finger once and start cleaning again. Now, I'm a pretty messy person myself, but I really don't know how people can let it go like this. And of course, when he shows them this, they don't even try to save face. They just start attacking each other. The daughter instantly goes, "The pots and pans are not mine." Like, well, they're mine, but she cooked, okay? She's the one that's supposed to wash them. Like, stop shifting the blame on everyone. If you keep doing that, you're not gonna make any progress. Let's try and figure out why you guys are so content with living like this and fighting 24/7.
I stopped cooking in that kitchen.
I have video of 2 weeks ago what the house looked like.
Well, you probably
It's been
cleaned it up
cleaned
knowing you were coming on here. So
What are you talking about? I cleaned it up last year. I have pictures
you
of
weren't there
I
last
have
year.
And dude, if you didn't have a headache already, you probably do by listening to this family. I mean, they just don't stop talking. Literally, shut up. Let Dr. Phil talk, please. I've heard him say maybe 10 words so far this video, which is abnormal. You know, usually he's getting a word in every little bit, but they're just bickering back and forth, and he doesn't even know how to corral them in right now because they cannot stop trying to throw each other under the bus and blame everything on each other. Like, you guys both are disgusting for living this way. Just admit that there's some issues in the home, and then we can start working on them.
Seriously, are you telling me if I call somebody to go over and take a picture right now, it's not gonna look like this?
Oh, it is right now. I just said it wasn't a month ago or 2 months ago.
No, Dr. Phil, you got it twisted, all right? I cleaned, when was this? 6 months ago. So if they took a picture 6 months ago, you go on Google Earth, you probably can look inside my house with the pictures. It's clean, all right? But right now, yeah, it's a little dirty. But no, I definitely cleaned at least 6 months ago, all right?
And to clarify about the bills, I paid all the bills. She didn't pay anything at all.
Well, I think
I
that
paid $140 to keep it on.
You paid $100.
Oh, I'm feeling you, Dr. Phil. This is one of those videos where it was hilarious to watch, and I was like, you know what? This is a good one to react to, but now that I'm really having to sit through this again, it's just kind of depressing. Like, this family doesn't get it, nor will they ever get it. If you can't even get someone who's professional like Dr. Phil to get a word in, to like at least put the idea in your head of what's going on, you're not gonna get any help. And they haven't stopped talking, especially this older daughter, for like 5 seconds straight. I don't think she has actually closed her mouth for that duration of time since they've been on the stage, and it's pretty annoying to see. You guys know I always get annoyed with guests like this, but at the same time, it's great for his ratings because it's just unruly messiness. That's literally what this family is, down to their core.
I've been with men that have been me, never my kids.
I'm very
And maybe
sorry.
some
I'm
of them
very sorry
should've.
that
Some of them should have abused.
I'm saying some of them maybe should have set you straight.
Whoa! Okay, so that's a bombshell there, showing the mother's true colors. And guys, when it comes down to it, this seems like a situation where we have a mother that can barely have her life together. She doesn't know how to, keep a clean house. I don't know what her actual life is like, but it looks like it's been a tough one. And she has just really not done a good job of raising these kids. They were raised in a terrible, toxic, dirty environment their whole life, and she allows them to keep living with her into adulthood, which doesn't help the whole system. And now they're reacting, and their personalities are basically mirroring what they saw growing up. So that's why it's this toxic circle that just keeps going infinitely. So it's nice that this daughter has left that ecosystem a little bit, the younger daughter, but I really think the best thing for her is just move away. You guys clearly don't like each other. You don't have to be together just because, you know, family is, what's the saying, blood is thicker than water. That doesn't stand when your family is just toxic and trash. Like, you guys can go your separate ways and maybe all your lives will be better. But after what that mom just said, that's just straight up nasty and disgusting, and I really don't have much hope for this family. They continue to go on the stage and just scream at each other, but it really is just more of what we've seen. There's no further progression. I don't know if Dr. Phil has actually uploaded more parts. There might be a part 2 to this where he gives them some advice, but it seems like they just use this platform to fight on a large television show. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but yeah. Let me know what you guys thought of this video down in the comments below. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, peace out.